boxing for you later on. And we hope this one will turn into that.
Is doing a little bit better here inside as he got the body shots off, and Velez decides to go around and show him the other side, go southpaw a little bit.
Velez holding and hitting, gets a warning from Orlando, and there you see him has a lefty, and they dance around a little bit, and well, maybe they'll get things sorted out for the next round. Well, we will return for round 3. Young Micky Ward as he comes out to meet Jesus Velez, who again starts this round as a lefty.
He's done a lot of confusing things so far, but he has not established a fight plan.
He's done lots of holding and some hitting, but not too much of it. And Dave, what does your scorecard say?
Well, you can't win if you're not aggressive. And Velez has done nothing but lay back, waiting. I give it to Ward 2-0.
Is scheduled for 6. And Micky Ward, we have to say from his standpoint, is doing a few things to make this not a very pleasing fight either. He's rushing in like that and not really throwing that many punches when he does.
It's a bit awkward for him to commit against this type of style.
When we saw him last, I thought he abandoned his jab in the fight against Peoples, and I think he's done that here again.
He has reacted to his situation by taking what you might look at as the easy solution. Go in there and try to force the action. You've got to be a little more subtle about it. You're going to have to work your way inside behind the bob and weave and the jab, as he was told by Dick Eckman between rounds. Now he switches up to go southpaw.
And he's effective. He lands a straight left hand. Well, I've seen more of this in the last year, both fighters switching, than I think ever in the last 10 or 12. I wonder why that is.
I think it's overused because it's something that I think you just try to buy time with. It doesn't really work that well. Now he goes back to the orthodox style. How many fighters can really master 2 styles?
Not too many. Perhaps Tyrone Crawley, who this week had a tough outing in his loss to Livingstone Bramble. That was a very interesting fight. But he's one of the few. You can count him on one hand.
Johnny Bumpus did it, and he talked about months of a transition into learning, especially the hook from the other side.
Well, actually, I mentioned Livingstone Bramble's another one who did do it. That probably won him the title the first time against Ray Mancini, his ability to switch to the left-handed style. Velez has not been very effective with him here, and Ward was. Well, there's what we saw from Ward in a couple of this fight. He nails him with a good left hand. Velez bobbing and weaving, trying to avoid this onslaught, and comes back off the ropes with his own left. Velez says, come on.
But Velez needs Ward to attack to make this fight.
Well, Micky Ward probably just won the round with that flurry, because Velez hasn't done that much, and just those punches landed on the ropes are probably enough to win Ward this round.
I'm surprised at Velez, too, because Ward is not a titanic puncher.
So they end this round with Velez as a righty, Ward as a lefty. Who knows what's next?
Ward got inside, he crouched, and the right, landing beautifully, and the left hook behind it.
We head into the 4th round, and they've reversed things. Ward is the righty, Velez is the lefty, but don't worry, we will keep you posted as if you can't see it yourself, of course.
A leapfrog of styles here. Interesting advice for Ward between rounds. As Eckman told him, just don't get careless. Work, but don't get careless. And you get the feeling, Al, if he doesn't make any mistakes, he would glide to a victory the way this thing has gone.
I agree with you. It is just a question of him not making too many mistakes. Velez has not been able to hurt him. Jesus Velez in the green trunks, and in blue it is Micky Ward. Ward's a 20-year-old, Velez 21. Velez from Dover, New Jersey, and Ward is from Lowell, Massachusetts. And there you see them, both lefties now.
has happened every time Velez comes close to us. He seems to see a certain angle, so he changes up himself.
Ward has landed the straight left hand from the left-handed stance.
In that last round, his power display was from the southpaw side.
And I'll tell you, if you're going to have this kind of fight, I think Tony Orlando's a good referee to have, because he's not afraid to get in there and break the fighters. He doesn't break them if they are punching, but he will keep control of a fight like this and make it at least as pleasing as it can be for the contestants.
And he's not too far away from the action either.
No.
Sometimes you see a referee very far out, but he's right there.
Perfect example, and yeah, his positioning and his athletic ability has something to do with that. We saw just last week talking to his namesake, Tony Orlando, the entertainer out in Las Vegas, who's a big fan of top-ranked boxing. Right now, Tony, the referee, gives a warning to Velez. You know, I have to say, it may be the mark of a fight when the work of the referee becomes a focus for a portion of the round.
Well put. Well, Velez really has done nothing but wait for Ward and then try to tie him up.
Right. I think of the two, certainly Velez has the most to do with the fact that this fight has not been that pleasing.
What I don't understand, a guy in a situation, he's in a TV fight, it's important, he can make very good exposure for himself with a good performance, and he waits back like this.
He just complained to Tony Orlando about Ward holding and hitting, but that's been a commonality on both sides. Ward finishes strong here in the fourth round.
Ward is wide open while he attacks here, and Velez lets him know it.
That's what Dick Eklund was talking about. Even though Ward won that fourth round, and I'd say won it pretty big, he did get careless and he got nailed.